Here's the thing, after the age of 30, as we kind of discovered before with the drop in estrogen, muscle mass starts to decline by approximately 1% each year. That's a pretty big deal. So this is known as sarcopenia, which is age-related muscle and strength loss. So if we look at this graph here, this is males and females. So it peaks in early adulthood, around about the age of sort of 25. This is a kind of at your peak. And then there's a gradual decline from the ages of 30 to 40. And then from the ages of 50, there's a substantial decline in muscle mass. So you might be wondering why that's a problem. So this here is a young, healthy thigh muscle. This here is a sarcopenia thigh muscle. So as you can see from that, the size of the thigh isn't greatly different. But what this muscle has here, what this thigh has here is a lot of muscle mass with very, very little fat mass. Now, what this one has here is a lot less muscle mass. It's got like a marble effect with a lot more fat mass. Now, the problem with muscle loss is this. Muscle is vital for health, especially metabolic health, which we're going to kind of touch on. When you lose muscle mass, you increase your fat storage. Without enough muscle, your body stores more fat, which becomes much more difficult to lose. So you actually struggle to lose fat as you get older. What happens is you start losing muscle, but replacing that with body fat. So your weight might not change, but your body becomes softer and weaker because of that loss of muscle. Everyday tasks get harder. I hear this a lot where people say, I'm so unfit. They're not unfit, they're just under-muscled. High risk of injury. So muscle leads to weaker joints and bones, making you more prone to injuries, sprains, and even bone fractures. Loss of muscle tone. So you've got to think about that muscle actually shapes your body. So if you're here and kind of thinking you want to shape your body more, then muscle is what actually shapes your body. Fat is shapeless. Muscle shapes your body. And metabolic health. Muscle is so important for things like controlling blood sugar levels, which reduces the risk of diabetes. You know, metabolic health is things like heart disease, intensive perimenopausal symptoms. So if you are going through perimenopause or you're having these types of symptoms, the loss of muscle is actually going to intensify these symptoms. And this is what we mean by metabolic health. So things like diabetes, heart disease, blood pressure, how your body kind of operates, that's your metabolic health. And as muscle depreciates, your metabolic health becomes worse.